Hi Foxy Friends, this is Sarah from Foxy's Domestic Side, and today I have a little craft for you. We are going to make these cute little Tic Tac Toe bags that come with corresponding Tic Tac Toe pieces with the nose on them. While I was sitting here, I was trying to think of a way, because I know that all the boys in our life, all my son's friends, are not going to want a bag with a heart on it. I think they would like the tic-tac-toe, but I don't think they are going to like the heart. So stay tuned at the very end to see how we can transform this into something the little boys in your life are gonna like too. If you want to see how I made this, stay tuned. Okay, what you're gonna need for this project is these bags. I found these at the dollar store and I got them in red heart and a pink heart. If you can't find these bags, I will link some things down below of where you can get them as well. But I found some with hearts already on them. I thought that was just a lot easier than having to make my own hearts. But if you can't find these, you can just make your own hearts and do them yourself. They were $1 for 3 pieces, so I thought that was a really good deal. I got these table decorations. They're little hearts. I opened this bag already and threw away the top, so anyways, there's these hearts right here. I thought these would be really cute with some vinyl on it for the X's and O's. So the next step is to cut out your vinyl. But first you want to measure your bag. So on this side I decided I'm going to put someone's name. And so if you measure, I think that between 2.5 and 3 inches would be good for a name. And then you're going to want to measure the whole bag to see how big your tic-tac-toe is going to be. So you're going to measure, so this is about 5 by 4, so you want your tic-tac-toe to be somewhere in between 5 by 4. Alright, I have this in my Cricut design space. If you would like this SVG, please email me and I will send you a copy. I am going to do the X's and O's in white because my little acrylic hearts are in red and pink. So I'm going to use white 651 for the X's and O's. And then for the tic-tac-toe sign, I'm going to use black HTV because I'm going to heat transfer it onto the canvas. You're going to want 5 X's and 5 O's because that's how you play tic-tac-toe, because the most someone can use is 5 X's or 5 O's, so that's why I have 10. Okay, so a little trick when you're going to be printing out a lot of the same shape, just to make it easier to weed. If you come down here to shapes and click square, then you get a square here. Click the bottom here to unlock it. And then you want to make this shape just about same size, so we want to send back. And you want to make it just smaller so you're not wasting too much vinyl. But if you then select both of these shapes and come down to attach, it will kind of cut it into the square so that when you go to weed, you'll have these squares. So then you want to just copy this because it's attached and then paste it. And then you'll get all these different little squares. So you are wasting a little bit of space here, but it's much better than trying to figure, I mean, this one isn't as bad, but when you're repeating a whole bunch of letters, it kind of gets confusing as far as which ones you need. And it makes it a lot easier to weed if you just can weed around the boxes first and then you can see exactly what you need to weed. So that makes it a lot easier when you're doing a whole bunch of shapes. So I'm gonna just print a whole bunch because I know I have about 16 of these to do. And just keep making boxes like this. So I also did this, the X's and O's that I did. So I did the same thing for the X's and O's, as you can see, just to make it a lot easier, especially when you know you're grouping them in groups of 10, I guess, 5 X's and 5 O's. So then I know exactly how many I need for what things. So it just makes it a lot easier to count and keep track of all of the letters and the X's and the O's or whatever phrase that you're gonna repeat. Okay, don't forget that I'm doing the tic-tac-toe on HTV. So there's a shiny side and a dull side. You can tell that this side is a little bit shinier than this side. So you wanna do shiny side down. I'm gonna line it up. And then normally if you're printing words, you do a reverse. So you print it backwards, but because this is a tic-tac-toe, it doesn't matter for us. So I just wanted to show you what this looked like. I weeded out the outsides of this, so then you can see in each square where the tic-tac-toe lines are. But this just makes it easier so you know exactly when you're weeding, so you don't have to weed everything right away, where your boundaries are for each one that you need. So I can just cut this right here and use this, and then cut this one and use this. Then I can weed it by just taking a little corner of the box. This is helpful when you have more intricate designs than a tic-tac-toe, but it makes it super easy to weed this. So you know exactly where you're weeding, especially when you have a phrase and it has a lot of words. There you go. You're also going to need some contact paper, which I got at the Target, but you can also get this at Dollar Tree if you have one near you. And of course, a pair of scissors. You saw me cut out the X's and O's. I previously did this. And then the name that I'm gonna do is Mia, and I'm gonna stick it right down here, and I think that looks super cute. So you're also going to need some parchment paper. I have my heat press here. I've set it to 305. This is my mat. I think this is so cute. I think that looks really good and it looks centered. So you're gonna put some parchment paper down. Then you're going to stick your heat press or your iron down and you're gonna press go. We're gonna count down from 29. And I'm kind of applying a lot of pressure right now. Okay, take that off. And now we're gonna kind of let it cool so I can touch it. And we're gonna peel it off. Looks like it needs a little bit more, not quite sticking yet, so we're gonna do it one more time. But because I know I'm going to have to put the tic-tac-toe on the other side, I'm going to leave it as is and flip this around and then just do this other side and it should be good. So we're gonna stick this tic-tac-toe down. Okay, I'm gonna press go. I'm gonna apply some pressure. Peel it off. Looks great. Let's see how the Mia's looking on the other side. That looks pretty good. Let's just do one more overall press. And call it good. So here is the bag. Super cute. Now we are going to work on the gems. All right, we have our gems here. I'm going to get 5. So we have 5 of each kind. And then we have our pre-cut out. I'm going to cut out each square. Okay, so I cut them all up. Now I'm going to take a little square of my contact paper. Let's do the O's first. Usually I use a squeegee, but these are really small, so I think I don't need it. Find out. Oh. I don't even know if I need this. Okay, so we're gonna do O's on the red. Get down. Honestly, I think I can just stick them on. I don't even think I need contact paper. Let's try. See if I can just peel it off because it's just a small little O. So that works too. Goes a lot faster. Now this O's crooked, but it's okay. It just depends on how you want it. Work on the X's. This is using 651 permanent vinyl. This font is called Chasing Hearts. It's on DaFont. I will link everything below. You can even have your kids help with this part. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. All right, here's our X's and O's and our bag, which is right here. You just stick your X's and O's in, bag like that. And here is your cute little Valentine's Day craft. I was trying to think of a way that we can transform these little Valentine's Day crafts into something that the boys in your life are gonna like. I know that my son probably wouldn't want to carry a bag around that has a little heart on it. I think they'll think the Tic Tac Toe game is really fun. But I thought of a way on how you can transform this into something you can give to a little boy for any occasion really, but I figured since we are in quarantine right now, we'll probably just be doing porch drop-off, and if I dropped off something for mini Fox's friends, I thought that we should probably give something to the brothers, those who had siblings. So we are going to make this for them and drop it off all together. Using some gray stones instead of those red and pink hearts, and we'll still put the X's and O's since all of the stones are the same color. And I used regular cotton sacks instead of these Dollar Tree ones with the hearts already on them. I have everything linked down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and I'll see you next time. Bye!